Hello, everybody. It's actually been a while I've done a video like this. I've been quite busy and a bunch of shit has happened over the years as well. But I'm here to talk about artificial intelligence because I see stuff on the internet and people are being threatened by what we have today, the chat GPTs, the Geminis, and the rest like that. And I'm here to clarify a bunch of shit. AI is not here to take your jobs. AI is not here to replace human beings. What we would describe as artificially modified intelligence has been kind of like a spectrum that has existed over the years in different forms. I'll give an example of, for instance, 1908, Henry Ford creating the Model T. People using horse carriages talking about, oh, cars are dangerous, cars are loud. 1980s, we have the birth of digital art. People that do traditional arts complaining about arts, actual arts being, oil on canvas and all that jazz like that. Calculators, for instance, being argued of it actually dumbifying people than actually helping to make or improve productivity. And I think it's just the same story that's going on right now. I would include the .com buzz, but I'm going to I think we all know about that. And I would say it's pretty much just here to simulate tasks that people pretty much hate. I'll give you an example. In the animation industry, we have things called in-betweens where you actually have to animate the in-betweens between key poses. So for instance, I'll give you an example. You got someone on the ground. You want to animate someone jumping on a table. You got someone on the ground. You do a sketch of someone on the ground. Do a sketch of someone on the table. And then you have to animate the process of jumping from the ground to the table using arcs and a bunch of graphs and stuff like that. And a bunch of animators, including me, I do not like in betweens. And this would be a perfect example of simulating tasks. Now, the entire story behind someone jumping on a table could be anything. Could be a scene from a really, really dope badass story, and that being able to simulate in between will save me a lot of time because I can focus on the actual story and give me the creativity and the freedom to throw my head around things. And I think that's where people are getting it wrong. AI, as you would call it, artificial intelligence or whatever you want to call it these days, has been around from. It's not just something that was given birth to today. It's been around for like a really, really long time. Right way from the 1980s. I'll give an example of Pac-Man, something we're all familiar with. That was purely, not really purely, but its foundation was actually artificial intelligence, and it has always been around since that long in a bunch of video games from back then. And the reason why it's so popular today is because we have like a large language model of like human data that's just available online right now. It's come to the point where a bunch of tasks can actually be simulated based on exposure to human activities, human behaviors and stuff like that. And that's why I think that it's actually nothing new. It just gives you the freedom to just express yourself and focus on the more important stuffs. And you people might not really see the bigger picture, but I've been in the AI space. Forgive me for always saying that shit. I hate the term as well. For over half a decade now, and being able to see how models work from behind the scenes gives you a form of appreciation of the actual function behind it. It is not to replace humans, but to modify humans, giving you the freedom to do a bunch of cool stuff. And I'll give you another example of, you know, people go to school to learn stuff, and you've got a couple of years, we got new discoveries, bunch of new formulas that help to, improve human existence, human health, and things like that. Now, those discoveries would have taken longer if those past research were not available. But it takes a shorter time because you're dumping new data on top of old data to form a whole bunch of new data, and that is just the same concept. We cannot evolve by always having to start from the beginning. We have to take from what we already have to create something new. And it goes way back to, food we eat and a whole bunch of stuffs. And that's pretty much it. Simple, straight to the point. And I just thought I had to share that with people. Yeah.